And finally, it is indeed upon us, the long-awaited finale of I Beg to Differ Student Debate Season 7. It's 8 minutes past the hour of 4, and this is where it all goes down. Remember, for Season 7, a practice we commenced in Season 6, 4 judges. Our standard panel is 3 or 4. On occasion, we have a 4th one on standby, but this season we've had mostly 4, except for one occasion where we had to make contingency plan. These judges, their job is to award points to these contestants based on the number, the quality, and originality of every unique point made by each debater. The judges are also on the lookout to judge their style based on the clarity of thought and the eloquence of their presentation. These 2 debaters go head to head, each given 3 rounds of 3 minutes each: presentation, rebuttal, and closing. For the final, it takes a different twist where they go over 2 topics. 3 rounds of 3 minutes each for the first topic for each debater, and 3 rounds of 3 topics each for the second. Now, another twist in the final is that even if they tie in the first debate, the tiebreaker round may not apply unless they do tie after the second debate. That is the twist. If after 2 debates, both of them are tied, to the tiebreaker round we will go. On that occasion, they will switch sides on the second topic.
That's right.
Of the debate. It's as clear as that. Having said all that, welcome one and all to the final. 1 million naira at stake. The loser of this final will not go home empty-handed. There is a 500,000 naira prize for your runners-up position. And there is more to it. For the winner, a GL G10 Pro tablet, a Green Lion folding laptop stand, a Green Lion 3-in-1 combo, a GP Pro gaming console, and a GL pocket power bank are added prizes to the 1 million. For the loser of this final, in addition to 500,000, they'll get, or in this instance she'll get, because the final is made up of 2 ladies, meaning, well, no male will win it. A GL G10 Pro tablet, a Green Lion 3-in-1 combo, a GL Champion mini speaker, and a mini handheld fan. Ebitari, marvelous. Angel Cuckoo just worked away with 250,000 naira in prize money, plus Green Lion AirBuds Pro, a Green Lion Smartwatch Ultra SE, a GL Champion mini speaker, and a mini handheld fan.
Indeed. Meet your finalists, Lagos. 14-year-old Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola is a student of Inglewood Academy at Greek Ikorodu. She's in SS2. She was first introduced to you in the playoffs on the topic, sex education should be mandatory in schools. In the round of 16, state policing will curb insecurity. In the quarterfinals, she debated the topic, Nigeria must embrace genetically modified foods to attain food sufficiency. Her opponent was Oguneye Ayomide. In the semi-finals, the PDP 16 years in government did more harm to Nigeria than the APC's last 8 years. She beat the third place match debater, Adiola Folarin, on that topic to be here today. Her opponent, Adepetu Adenike, is 16 years old, a representative of Pacific Comprehensive College, Lagos, Akwonjo. She's in SS2 as well. In the playoffs, she debated the topic, tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examinations, not JAM. In the round of 16, banning single-use plastic products will hurt the local economy. In the quarterfinals, humanitarian affairs, disaster management, and social development ministries should be scrapped. And in the semi-final, she debated the topic, the Nigeria police force should be banned from wielding heavy weapons. And there, she prevailed over her opponent, third place winner, Ebitare Marvelous Kuku.
These two young ladies have fought their way to the final.
That's right.
Neither of them had a bye. Neither of them had a walkover. Ajekigbe, Mercy, Eyitola had to beat Akuna Divine, go past Casimir Christabel, dispense with Ogunaye Ayomide, and stop Adio Afolarin. Her opponent, Adepetu Adenike, had to get over Akuna Divine, get past Babalola Deborah, find her way around Mushafao Farida, and stop Ebitare Marvelous Kuku in her tracks in the semi-final. They have earned their places here, and before even throwing a single word for or against one of two topics, they deserve a warm round of applause. Thank you for joining us, both of you. Hello, Mercy. How are you doing today?
Fine, sir.
Yes, the ladies are now finally battling with their headphones. And how are you two, Adenike?
I'm fine, sir.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
It's a marathon, not a sprint today. Have you both had lunch?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You both had lunch?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you need anything at any time, do not hesitate to indicate. Yvonne?
That's right. As Femi said earlier, these young women will go toe-to-toe and head-to-head on two topics. What is at stake is 1 million naira, so it's not going to be a walk in the park. The first topic, the topic for this hour is resource control is the solution to terrorism. Resource control is the solution to terrorism. We are now going to find out who the motion supporter is and who the motion opposer is. Who's the motion supporter?
Me.
Adenike Adepetu is the motion supporter, and Mercy Ajekigbe Eyitola is the motion opposer. Lagos, we will take a short break, and when we come back, you will hear the opening rounds for this hour. This is I Beg to Differ Season 7. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. The grand finale of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Season 7 comes up on Monday, and the finalists have been decided. At 3 o'clock, Ebitare Marvelous Kuku and Adio Afolarin will slug it out for third place on the topic. Nigeria's constitution should be revised to accommodate shadow government. Meanwhile, the first place match will feature two topics. At 4 o'clock, Adepetu Adenike and Mercy Ajekigbe Eyitola will debate the topic. Resource control is the solution to terrorism. And at 5 o'clock, they will debate the topic. World peace is unattainable. I I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Join Femi, Obong-Daniels and me from 3 p.m. on Monday to catch all the action. I Beg to Differ Season 7. 32 debaters now too. One winner, 1 million naira. Sponsored by May Brands, supported by Obiwizi and Just Food. For sponsorship, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, a tournament of champions. Welcome back. It is time to debate. The motion supporter, Adepetu Adenike, 16-year-old representative of Pacific Comprehensive College, Lagos. The motion opposer, Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola, a 14-year-old representative of Inglewood Academy, Ikorodu. We will begin this round with the motion supporter, Adepetu Adenike. The motion is: resource control is the solution to terrorism. Adenike, you have 3 minutes to open your argument, and those 3 minutes start now.
Have you ever wondered if controlling resources will be the key to dismantling the foundation of terrorism? Let's delve into this captivating topic and discover how resource control would hold the potential to reshape landscape and global security. My opponents, are you ready to embark on this eye-opening debate? Good day, prospective judges, accurate timekeeper, my moderator, beautiful audience, and of course, my humble co-debater. My name is Adepetu Adenike from Pacific Comprehensive College, and I'm here in support of the notion which states resource control is the solution to terrorism. To begin with, resource is any asset or commodity that holds value and can be used to achieve particular objectives. In the context of terrorism, resource control involves measures to restrict or monitor resource, especially those used to support terrorist activities. For example, human resources, communication channels, and weapons. By implementing effective measures control, government and law enforcement agencies can disrupt terrorist networks and also prevent the weapons and funds from flowing into terrorist groups. Also, they will also limit the capabilities of terrorist groups. This can significantly undermine the capabilities of terrorist organizations and also limits their ability to carry out attacks. However, here are some points to support this notion. Number one, disrupting funding. Terrorist organizations often rely on funds from various sources like illicit trade, extortion, and also donation. By controlling these resources, government can disrupt these revenue streams, thereby reducing thereby limiting the financial capabilities of these terrorist groups and hindering their ability to carry out attacks and sustain operation. 2. Preventing weapon procurement. Resources like minerals or strategic metals are used in the production of manufacturing of weapons and explosives. By controlling resources, governments will make it hard for these terrorists to obtain resources to produce weaponry. This reduces the fatality and frequency of terrorist attacks. Number 3, addressing grievances. In some cases, terrorist groups emerge due to grievances related to resource allocation and control. By reducing or by ensuring equitable distribution and addressing underlying socio-economic issues, governments can reduce the grievances that fuels radicalization and terrorism. Then, another one is international cooperation. Then, promoting stability. International a region where there's effective or more resource control will always give a breeding ground for conflicts or resource control, thereby allowing economic empowerment and controlling these resources effectively will always lead to lack of terrorism. I know I'll be able to convince you that resource control is the solution to terrorism. Thank you.
Right then.
Interesting start to this final.
We will now go to the opponent, Ajekigbe Mercy. It's now your turn to open your argument. Your 3 minutes start now.
My dear honorable honest and moderators, please allow me to bring this under your lead of notice that in the complex landscape of terrorism, it is obvious that resource control functions as a solution. Terrorism thrives on deep-rooted grievances and ideological motivation, transcending on simplistic narratives of resource scarcity. Moderators, panel of judges, high court timekeeper, honorable contender, ladies and gentlemen, good day. I am Ajekigbe Mercy from Inglewood Academy, and I'm here to demote the motion that resource control is the solution to terrorism. Join me as I dive into this topic. First, the economic factors. Terrorism often stems from complex socio-political issues, not just resource control. A study by World Bank found that poverty, inequality, and political grievances are more significant drivers of terrorism than resource scarcity alone. Secondly, historical presences. Many terrorist groups operate in regions rich in resources, but continue to engage in violence despite gaining control of those resources. For instance, the Niger Delta region in Nigeria has experienced conflict despite the presence of oil wealth. Furthermore, ethnic and religious divisions. Resource control does not address underlying ethnic and religious tensions that often fuel terrorism. The Kurdish conflict in the Middle East, for instance, involves territorial disputes and identity issues rather than solely resource control. Leading to my next point, state-sponsored terrorism. Resource-rich states may use their wealth to sponsor terrorist groups, as seen in the case of Saudi Arabia's alleged sponsor for extremist organizations. Also, radical ideologies. Terrorism is driven by radical ideologies rather than material grievances. Groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda espouse extremist beliefs that cannot be addressed solely through resource control. Besides that, global arms trade. Terrorism is sustained through global arms trade, which provide groups with weapons and resources despite their local control over resources. The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute it provides data on arms trade, and its impacts on terrorism. In addition, conflicts over minerals, control over valuable minerals like coltan and diamonds, as fueled conflicts in countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo, demonstrating that resource control can exacerbate rather than alleviate terrorism. Next, cyber terrorism. Terrorism has evolved to include cyber attacks, which do not necessarily depend on control over physical resources, but rather on technological capabilities and ideological motivation. Leading to my next point, root causes. Addressing the root causes of terrorism, such as political repression, social injustice, and marginalization, requires comprehensive reforms beyond resource management strategies. In the same vein, cultural factors. Terrorism often emerges from complex cultural factors. Cultural factors which cannot be addressed solely through resource control. The Kurdish conflict for instance, involves historical grievances and religious identity, as well as territorial disputes over resources. Undoubtedly, international law. Addressing terrorism requires adherence to international legal frameworks and human rights principles, which may conflict with strategies focused solely on resource control. Lastly, impacts of ideological propaganda. Terrorists may utilize sophisticated propaganda to spread their ideologies and recruit members, which highlighting the importance of counter-extremist narratives beyond resource control measures. In conclusion, thank you.
Okay, what a conclusion.
In conclusion,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, can you all feel the heat in the studio? Well, Lagos, if you are not watching what is happening live, you're missing out. Head over to Facebook and YouTube, okay, to join the live streams and see what is happening here. Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola is the motion opposer. She is 14 years old, a student of Inglewood Academy, Ikorodu. Adepetu Adenike is the motion supporter. She is 16 years old, a student of Pacific Comprehensive College, Akwonjo. She's in SS2. The motion is resource control is the solution to terrorism, Lagos. We will take a short break, and when we come back, you will hear the rebuttal rounds. This is I Beg to Differ Season 7. It is the grand finale.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to turn up the heat this season on I Beg to Differ. For a moment, let us focus on May Brands Nigeria. May Brands is not just about watches. It is a fashion accessory store that celebrates your authenticity with elegance and timeless charm. Do you know that May Brands Nigeria is the official Fossil watch store in Nigeria? As a recognized retailer of Fossil Group in Nigeria, we are officially authorized to carry the international brands such as Fossil, Michael Kors, Skagen, Emporio Armani, Armani Exchange, Diesel, and Casio. Each piece is not just a watch or an accessory, but a statement reflecting your unique taste. May Brands Nigeria is easily accessible to you and your loved ones with 12 stores across Nigeria, including locations in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Uyo, and Delta. Whether you are treating yourself or searching for the perfect gift for that special person, May Brands Nigeria is your destination for exquisite watches, bags, and accessories for male and female. Simply visit any May Brands store or shop on our website at www.maybrands.com.ng. Send us a DM on all socials at Maybrands Nigeria or call us at 0816 387 6153. Take that again, 0816 387 6153 today. Let us be your plug for that special moment. Now, if you're a listener on the I Beg to Differ competition, then visit any of the outlets or the website and use the coupon code I Beg to Differ to get a 5% discount off all your purchases. Offer is valid till the 7th of March 2024.
Welcome back. Geographically, the final pits Ikorodu against Shasha Akowonjo, if I'm not mistaken. That's where the schools of these two fine young ladies are resided. Inglewood Academy, Ikorodu, that's the school of 14-year-old Ajekigbe Messi Eyitola. She's in SS2. Well, Pacific Comprehensive College, Akowonjo, in Lagos. That's the school of Adenike Adepetu, 16 years of age. She is in SS2 there as well. Brilliant as they both are, it would seem beyond the national finals to which they both qualified, potentially, who knows whether we'll probably see one of them again in the coming seasons.
Indeed, because after all, they're both in SS2. That gives them ample time to come back to enter the competition again, which makes me excited because these young ladies are brilliant. And I could sit here and
what if
hear
either
them
of
all
them
day.
wins the national final?
Imagine that, Femi. That would be something. Anyway,
Jojo Foma is whatever.
who knows? Who knows? Anyway,
I saw your nose twitching.
Yeah, because if one wins, then is there really a need to come back?
no,
Yeah.
if one wins the national, there's no coming back. You're a champion, just go. You've taken our money enough, go. Okay, let other people try.
Yeah. Well, tell that to World Cup winners.
Oh, well.
All right, guys. Let us return to the debate. You heard
Indeed.
the presentation rounds. Time for rebuttals.
And we will revert to the motion. Opposer Ajekigbe Mercy, a 14-year-old representative of Inglewood Academy, Ikorodu. She's in SS2. Mercy, you have 3 minutes to rebut your opponent's points. And those 3 minutes start now.
Thank you, Mod.
Oh, shoot. Anyway, you have your headphone on now.
Yeah.
I will
Now
restart
you
your
can
clock.
shoot.
I will restart your clock, and you have 3 minutes, which start now.
Thank you, moderator. Still standing with existing protocols, I, Timmy Ajekigbe Eyitola, here to make some refutals to my opponent's point. Before I would like to start by saying that terrorism is a symptom of deeper societal ill, not just a product of resource control or scarcity. Now over to my opponent's point. Firstly, she said that resource control disrupts funding, limiting terrorist abilities. Do you really think terrorist groups depend on resources to fund their activities? If that is really true, then terrorism would have been reduced greatly globally. But that is not true. But it hasn't because these terrorist groups they don't depend on resources. Rather, they have rich and influential individuals who sponsor them, and besides, there's a global arms trade which can provide them with weapons and resources. Let's take a look. Let's take a case study of ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. Despite the control of oil fields in Syria and Iraq, ISIS is still one of the most powerful terrorist groups, showing that resource control does not affect their activities. Secondly, you said addressing grievances like resource allocation and control. Resources is not simply about it's not simply about controlling resources. It's about controlling the mind, and it's about manipulating ideologies. Some of these grievances, terrorism often emerges from grievances like political repression, inequality, and marginalization in society, not just resource control. You also said leading to economic empowerment. That is just a pure fallacy because even if a community is given control over resources, it does not guarantee that it will lead to economic empowerment, especially if the resources is not handled well, or there's corruption in the community, and we all know that corruption is in our everyday life. You also said resource control might reduce the use of resource from of terrorism from creating weaponry. Like I said before, global arms trade provides terrorist groups with weapons and resources. They don't create it. Most of them are sponsored by rich influential individuals. They don't just get the resources. With this, having reported on my opponent's points, I still say that resource control is not a solution to terrorism. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we will go to Adepetu Adenike, who will have 3 minutes now to rebut her opponent's point. Adenike, your 3 minutes start now.
The United Nations Empowerment Project, so they said that 60% of conflicts has 40% related to resource control. Standing on the existing protocol is none other than my humble self, Adepetu Adenike. Back again to close up my argument. My opponent said, talked about wars and she mentioned global. And I'm here to rebut my opponent's points. And she mentioned global arms, global arms. What is being used to create this? Is it not resources? Then you also said that these terrorists get sponsors for many of their friends. But do you know that money is also a resource? The money is also a resource. Back then in Switzerland and Kemi Island, they used to store money. That's where terrorists used to store money. But now that money is being controlled effectively, they have nowhere to store money. Especially they want to build a house and put those money. Now, the Nigeria has made something called NIN and BVN compulsory. This is indirectly and directly trying to know people, know the identity of people, so that money entering inside my account they'll know what is being used for. Money going out, they'll know what is being used for. Then the conflict wars in Angola between 1997 and 2002. Congo in 1997 overall. Congo Republic Democratic between 1996 and to 1998 overall. Diamond and gold. Sudan in 1993 overall. Sierra Leone over diamond in 1991 to 2002. And you're telling me that resource control lack of resource control does not lead to terrorism. You also mentioned territorial dispute. But why would somebody want to take my land? It's not because there's natural resources there. Yes, that's where nobody wants to take a land where there's no natural resources. Because you're talking about territorial disputes. I have rich things in my land. That's what they want to talk about. Then let me talk about uranium. If not because of uranium is being controlled effectively, many of us would have been dead, because uranium is used to create nuclear weapons. And back then when Boko Haram started fighting, they used to use something called fertilizer ammonium nitrate. This is what they used to use to bomb places. But now that government has controlled these resources very well, they have gone to other ways. Then you also mentioned that economic factors that leads to poverty, that leads to this thing is poverty and inequality. But what causes inequality? I have this, you don't have this. Is that not what inequality causes? Yes, and that's caused by resource. Inequality. Money is a resource. I have money, you don't have money. That's what brings inequality. So don't bring that there. You also mentioned you also said that money is also okay. After that, you also mentioned Niger Delta terrorism, but you should not mention that, because that is for my own point. Niger Delta, when governments discovered that oil is being there, they went there, they destroyed their land, and that's the reason for militants. You may say that these are not called terrorists, but what are the militants causing? They're causing terrorism. Why? Because governments are coming there to take their oil, and after taking their oil, they are not establishing or taking that place. Here's the reason for terrorism. So I know I'll be able to convince you, and I want this to stick it to my opponent's subconscious mind, that resource control is the solution to terrorism. Thank you.
Okay. What a matchup.
Interesting
Indeed. We will take another short break, Lagos. If you are not watching live on Facebook or YouTube, you are missing out, okay? Join the live streams, like and share.
Lagos. If you've been thinking about getting a gadget upgrade, then you'll be interested in info I'm about to give you, especially if you're trying not to break the bank in getting a brand new one. And the part that gets me is that their gadgets come with a warranty. Yes, I'm not joking, Lagos. Pre-owned gadgets with a warranty. Let me introduce you to Obiwizi, Nigeria's pioneer e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets with a warranty. Yes, here you can purchase all your favorite gadgets and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. You can also trade in your older devices to get a newer model in a simple and convenient way. To crown it all, when you decide to sell off your device to meet that important cash obligation, Obiwizi is your guy. They've got you any day, anytime. So what are you waiting for? You can call 0813-943-5241. 0813-943-5241. For more updates, you can also follow their social media media platforms on Instagram at OBWeezyCare. That is in small letters OBIWEZYCARE. Or on X at OBWeezy. That is in small letters OBIWEZY. And they will definitely respond to your emails if you send them a message at info@obweezy.com. That is info@obweezy.com. With convenient offline and pickup stores in Ikeja, Lekki, Abuja, and Bini, OBWeezy delivers nationwide. Visit www.obweezy.com today. That is www.obweezy.com today and upgrade your gadgets the easy way.
We are indeed in the first hour of the finals of I Beg to Differ Student Debate Season 7.
That's right. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube Lagos. Join the live streams. It is now time for the closing arguments. This is interesting. I see that these debaters want some more time. We will take another short break, and when we come back, Lagos, you will hear the closing arguments. This is I Beg to Differ Season 7. The topic for this hour is resource control is the solution to terrorism. Adepetu Adenike says, yes, indeed. But Ajekigbe Mercy begs to differ.
Back at you with some news that you can use. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there and you are a fan of the sweet things, I'm talking ice cream, but you know that you are lactose intolerant. Indeed, more than 70% of, people who are black have been said to be lactose intolerant. So I am likely talking to somebody who needs the information that I'm dropping on them. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Just the Light non-dairy ice cream. This is Nigeria's first plant-based ice cream suitable for individuals who are lactose intolerant and those who just want to indulge. Yes, this is for you. It is conveniently available at all major supermarkets and stores nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Just Food Limited, Just the Light non-dairy ice cream can be purchased online at www.justfood.ng. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Go out there, get yourself a piece of this sweetness, and welcome to the lactose intolerant side of life.
The bane of contention is, should resource control, or is resource control the solution to terrorism? Well, Adepetu Adenike thinks it is. Ajekigbe Messi Eyitola thinks is not. And it's been a source of constant debate and arguments between the two of them. They presented their cases, rebutted each other's points, and now they get to close their arguments in the first of two final debates. It is time.
That's right. It is time to close their arguments, Lagos, and we will revert to the motion supporter, Adepetu Adenike. You have 3 minutes, which start now.
Planners or terrorists tend to destroy their resources when ownership has been taken away from them, because when ownership has been taken away from them, this will be like a lose-lose situation, because they'll think, why don't we destroy these resources? After all, we're not having any direct purposes from them. But when resources are being controlled effectively, then these people will not allow for the destruction of their resources or their golden territories. Standing on the existing protocol is none other than my humble self, Adepetu Adenike, back again to close up my arguments and to bring a point to back up my claim. To begin with, the recent takeover of by power by military in most francophone countries is as a result of lack of resource control. Their former colonial master France has been controlling their resources, hence the reason for coup d'etats, and the people were in full support of it. Let's talk about the resource control leads to effective management and allocation of the revenue realized from these natural resources. When there is visible development and good governance, there will be no breeding ground for terrorist agitation and vandalism. Nobody will want to be a terrorist. Let's not forget that the secessionists have always pointed out that the reason for their lack of control, for their ability to pull back or agitate is because of mismanagement or looting of their funds or looting of their resources by non-indigenous. Then let me go back to economic empowerment, which my opponent reported. when I say economic empowerment, when people have control over their natural resources, then they are able to economically empower themselves. This would help to lead to job opportunities, fertile land, and also prosperity all over the state. All over the state. Then one thing that pains me the most is the way my opponent is overlooking the lack of resource control. Let me tell you something. Let government not control resources and see what is going to happen. It's going to have a very devastating effect on everyone. Then we also talk about community resilience. When people community resilience, if resources are being controlled, yes, I don't be able to convince you that resource control is the solution to terrorism. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, it is now time for Eyitola Mercy. It's your turn now to close your arguments. You have 3 minutes, and those 3 minutes start now.
Thank you, moderators. I see me Ajekigbe Eyitola, and I still the motion that resource control is the solution to terrorism. I like first thing, transnational network. Terrorism often transcends borders, making resource control within a single country insufficient to address the global phenomenon. The interconnected nature of terrorist networks requires comprehensive international cooperation and strategies. Secondly, social marginalization. Even in resource-rich areas, marginalized communities may feel excluded from the benefits of resource extraction. Leading to resentment and support for terrorist groups. The Boko Haram's insurgency in Nigeria's oil-rich northeast regions exemplifies this dynamic. Furthermore, environmental factor. Resource extraction may exacerbate environmental degradation, leading to displacement, loss of livelihood, and further instability, Furthermore, humanitarian crisis. Conflicts over resource control could lead to humanitarian crisis, which could lead to conflicts over resource control could lead to humanitarian crisis, displacing of population, and further instability. In addition, international intervention, external intervention in resource-rich areas could lead to instability and could lead to instability. Next, role of education. Investing in education and social programs could help to counter the appeal of terrorism by addressing underlying grievances and providing accurate information about radicalizations, complementing resource control strategies. Leading to my next point, long-term strategies. Sustainable solutions to terrorism requires long-term investments in long-term investments. Lastly, disinformation campaigns. Terrorist groups may often emerge in disinformation campaigns, which may to manipulate public opinions and sow division, underscoring the need for robust information campaigns by the government. In conclusion, the battle against terrorism cannot be won solely through controlling resources and territory, but only through addressing the root causes of terrorism. Thank you.
All right. It's the midway point of the race between Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola, whose voice you just heard, and her opponent, Adepetu Adenike. It's an interesting debate. You can feel the tension rising.
Indeed. And I understand.
And so is the pressure.
Indeed. We understand there's a lot of pressure. We get that. So pace yourself, okay? Do not let how you feel you've performed in this round deter you from how you should perform in the next round, okay? Remember, it's a marathon, okay? So pace yourself. You have done this round. This is over. Do not cast your mind back to this round. Instead, focus on the next debate. Do you understand that, okay? So do not start to think, oh, I didn't do well. I should have said, do not do that. All right? This is done. This is over. Move on to the next one and prepare for the next round. Is that clear? Fantastic. We will take a short break, Lagos. When we come back, you will hear the next debate.
Boys and girls, the arguments are heating up, but let's take a little moment in time to focus on our sponsor, May Brands Nigeria. Now, May Brands is not just about watches. It is a fashion accessory store that celebrates your authenticity and elegance as well as timeless charm. Did you know that May Brands Nigeria is the official Fossil watch store in Nigeria? Yes, you know the Fossil Group. They are the official watch store within Nigeria. As the recognized retailer of the Fossil Group in Nigeria, May Brands is officially authorized to carry the international brands such as Fossil, Michael Kors, Skagen, Emporio Armani, Armani Exchange, Diesel, and Casio. Iconic. Each piece is not just a watch or an accessory, but a statement reflecting you, your unique taste, and your unique style. May Brands Nigeria is easily accessible to you and your loved ones with 12 stores across Nigeria, including in locations in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Uyo, and Delta. Whether you are treating yourself or searching for that perfect gift for that perfect loved one, May Brands Nigeria is your destination for exquisite watches, bags, and accessories for both male and female. So simply visit any May Brands store or shop on the website at www.maybrands.com.ng or send a DM on socials at May Brands Nigeria. That is at May Brands Nigeria, or call the number 0816 387 6153. That is 0816 387 6153, and let us be your pathway to that special moment. Now, for listeners on I Beg to Differ, visit any of the outlets or the website and use the coupon code I Beg to Differ to get a 5% discount on all your purchases. This offer is valid until the 7th of March 2024.
A dramatic finale indeed. You have no idea. And you may not have caught up on most of most of the drama here, but it's all well and good. Tense moments for these brilliant debaters. And it is what it is indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Well, Lagos, the first debate is over. The kids have to catch their breath. And we are ensuring that all is set for the next debate. We will take a few comments, but I'd also like to make a few, just to say a few things that I caught during the debates. I guess I should do that later because I see these girls are preparing their points for the next debate.
Yep.
They are preparing their points for the next debate. Let's go to WhatsApp and see here. This is Mrs. Oboli reacting to the previous debate, the third place match. She says, "Good afternoon, panel of judges, moderators, and the listening audience. It's obvious Abitare and Adio know what's at stake regarding today's debate. They've both brought their all to this debate as expected. It's fireworks all the way. Best of luck to whoever wins. Well, Abitare Angel won that one. You deserve the win. To our sponsor partners, we say thanks a bunch. Let's do this again. To Nigeria Info and its crew, thanks for the enlightenment, education, and entertainment. Lots of love from Mrs. Oboli." And this one says, "Good evening, Yvonne and Femi. I'm enjoying this debate finals between Adenike Adepetu and Mercy Eyitola Ajekigbe. Game on. This is a keen contest of battle between both contestants. I wish them all the best in their quest. Obong-Daniels Peter, all the way from Shongotedo." He goes on to say, hashtag I beg to differ. Young ladies, your time is up. You may now return your notes and prepare for the next debate.
Interesting stuff. It is the final. You heard the first debate. And as we get set for the second one, we may excuse our digital audiences at this time as we prepare for the final topic. There are some technical things that we have to also take care of in studio, and as the ladies return for the final topic.
Yes, this message says, "Good day, Femi and Yvonne. The third place match was fire. Those kids are awesome. I am so happy for both of them. Nice job, guys." Edozie Dean Naji with that one. Thank you, Edozie. Let me see here. This one says, "Them no joke, oh, them ready come." Pardon my pigeon. Pardon my pigeon. English no fit express this one. Patrick Cable, thank you for sharing that message with us. We've got about 6 minutes to the commencement of the next debate, the 5 o'clock debate. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. We will stream the next debate live on Facebook and on YouTube. We will take a few calls now. 0700 993 993 993, or you can call us on 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Could the debaters please come back into the studio? Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Please sit down. Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Honorable Constant from Aja.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, I want to congratulate the first debater. And they made a very unique point. And this the last two debaters that debated last, they make a very unique point.
Right.
That is why I congratulate them very well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. Oh, sorry about that. Hello. Are you there? Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Oh, sorry about that. Call me back if you can. Hello. Oh, dear. 0700 993 993 993. You can also call on 0201 465 7190, or send your messages to WhatsApp 080 959 75805. Hello? Are you there? Oh, dear. Whatever is going on. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jimo calling from Madam Garden.
Can you speak louder for us, please?
This is caller calling from Madam Garden.
All right. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate the work that they're doing.
Thank you.
To the debater.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
My name is Hope Ali, calling you from Ifo State.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Well done. And I really greet the two debaters, the Mercy and Adenike. Yeah. The two are really try. So, and I go with the last debate. the person that speak last. So she made a good point. So
All right.
God bless him.
Thank
and
you.
all Nigeria Inform station.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Before we continue, I'd like to call on the team, Tunde, the rest of the team, and of course the technical guys. Could we get over the technical things we need to do before the final topic? We need to do that right now before we return to our live stream. Thank you very much.
This person says, I can't ask for a better final than this. Kudos to the girls and the organizers of this program. Buchi from Sele with that one. Thank you, Buchi. Hello.
Good evening, everyone in the studio.
Hello, Raprochuku. Welcome.
Yeah, Yvonne.
Yes.
What a final.
Indeed.
Wonderful. Well, all I can say for now is the young ones, they are very brilliant and, I mean, so fantastic.
Right.
Keep the good job. God bless.
Yes.
God
Thank
bless.
you very much.
I love what you are
Thank you.
doing. All
Thank
right.
you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Okay, Lagos. One last call. We will take a short break, a 5-minute break, so that these young debaters can, refresh and then get into the last topic. Hello? Are you there? Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Yvonne.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, you have Emmanuel on the line. I'm calling from Ekpe.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
This last bit was fire. I really want to appreciate you guys, but I thought you were going to give us the result of this one, but...
Oh, no. That's not going to happen. You will get all the results after the debates are done. We cannot do that. That could upset the debaters.
No problem. We are waiting patiently, even though the tension is getting higher.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is supposed to.
We have all the results, by the way.
Yes, we do.
But we'll transfer some of the tension to you two. Enjoy.
Lagos, we will take a short break now because our tech team is here to fix a few whatnots, really. This is I Beg to Differ Season 7. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Well, the live streams will return after this break, Lagos. Don't go anywhere.
Lagos, if you've been thinking about getting a gadget upgrade, then you'll be interested in the info I'm about to give you, especially if you're trying not to break the bank in getting a brand new one. And the part that gets me is that their gadgets come with a warranty. Yes, I'm not joking, Lagos. Pre-owned gadgets with a warranty. Let me introduce you to Obiwizi, Nigeria's pioneer e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets with a warranty. Yes, here you can purchase all your favorite gadgets and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. You can also trade in your older devices to get a newer model in a simple and convenient way. To crown it all, when you decide to sell off your device to meet that important cash obligation, Obiwizi is your guy. They've got you any day, anytime. So what are you waiting for? You can call 0813-943-5241. 0813-943-5241. For more updates, you can also follow their social media platforms on Instagram at ObiWeezyCare. That is in small letters ObiWeezyCare, or on X at Obiweezy. That is in small letters ObiWeezy, and they will definitely respond to your emails if you send them a message at info@obiweezy.com. That is info@obiweezy.com. With convenient offline and pickup stores in Ikeja, Lekki, Abuja, and Benin, Obiweezy delivers nationwide. Visit www.obiweezy.com today. That is www.obiweezy.com today, and upgrade your gadgets the easy way.
Back at you with some news that you can use. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there and you are a fan of the sweet things, I'm talking ice cream, but you know that you are lactose intolerant. Indeed, more than 70% of people who are black have been said to be lactose intolerant. So I am likely talking to somebody who needs the information that I'm dropping on them. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Just Delight non-dairy ice cream. This is Nigeria's first plant-based ice cream suitable for individuals who are lactose intolerant and those who just want to indulge. Yes, this is for you. It is conveniently available at all major supermarkets and stores nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Just Food Limited, Just Delight non-dairy ice cream can be purchased online at www.justfood.ng. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Go out there, get yourself a piece of this sweetness, and welcome to the lactose intolerant side of life.
What time is it? Welcome to May Brand. Our mission is to be the #1 distributor of our brands within Nigeria and West Africa at large. We are the licensed store in Nigeria to carry Fossil, Michael Kors, Imperial Money, Amani Exchange, Kagen, Diesel, and more. We deal in luxurious items such as watches, wallet, bags, and accessories. Visit us today.
CBDC does not accrue any interest to the holder. It will not grow in value like Bitcoin and other digital currencies. This is because it is pegged to the same value as the fiat currency, making it stable and volatile. Consequently, it becomes unattractive to Nigerian investors who want digital assets that can yield them profits. Furthermore,
you talked about how CBDCs do not allow for interest, or they don't permit interest. Obviously, that's not the point of CBDCs. The point of CBDCs are meant for transaction purposes only. They never claim to double your money or to increase your money if you store your money there. However, some governments do allow for certain benefits, but that's only because they want more people to, that's because they want the adoption rate to go up.
Let's start with the motion supporter and then the motion opposer.
The state police will confine criminals to their route, which will reduce crime rates. Or does my opponent want to tell me that he's not aware of the bloodshed literally flowing in the streets of Abuja and other places?
How about making use of tools that do not make mistakes, if programmed correctly? These tools will also be available for use 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Unlike humans.
The next set of jobs in the next 10 years are going to be so diversified due to the rise of AI, and we need to start gaining new skills. And we need to see coding as a basic life skill that we all must have. Thank you so much.
It's time for the first round, the presentation round. Let's start with Tanvita, the motion supporter, and then we'll come to Emmanuel, the motion opposer.
To quote the head of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, our current voting population is over 84 million Nigerians, and it does not make any economic sense to use the ballot paper system for a country that doesn't even produce its own paper.
It was noticed by a correspondent during the morning crossfire on Nigeria Info that during the Anambra election, that the machines had problem capturing the fingerprints and faces of the voters. Not only that, it took almost 20 minutes to get one voter accredited, which discourages people from exercising their rights as voters.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to turn up the heat this season on I Beg to Differ. For a moment, let us focus on May Brands Nigeria. May Brands is not just about watches. It is a fashion accessory store that celebrates your authenticity with elegance and timeless charm. Do you know that May Brands Nigeria is the official Fossil watch store in Nigeria? As a recognized retailer of Fossil Group in Nigeria, we are officially authorized to carry the international brands such as Fossil, Michael Kors, Skagen, Emporio Armani, Armani Exchange, Diesel, and Casio. Each piece is not just a watch or an accessory, but a statement reflecting your unique taste. May Brands Nigeria is easily accessible to you and your loved ones with 12 stores across Nigeria, including locations in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Uyo, and Delta. Whether you are treating yourself or searching for the perfect gift for that special person, May Brands Nigeria is your destination for exquisite watches, bags, and accessories for male and female. Simply visit any May Brands store or shop on our website at www.maybrands.com.ng. Send us a DM on all socials at May Brands Nigeria or call us at 0816 387 6153. Take that again, 0816 387-6153 today. Let us be your plug for that special moment. Now, if you're a listener on the I Beg to Differ competition, then visit any of the outlets or the website and use the coupon code I Beg to Differ to get a 5% discount off all your purchases. Offer is valid till the 7th of March 2024.
Increase in tax without improving services leads to resource mismanagement because the government will be too busy with the increase in tax. The natural resources given to us by God will be mismanaged by people who don't have the legal rights to use it. The money that is spent on advocating increase in tax, like putting up banners, ads, and billboards, the money can be used to improve services that would prove to us that it is justified for them to increase the tax. The money that is spent on advocating increase in tax, like putting up banners, ads, and billboards, the money can be used to improve services that would prove to us that it is justified for them to increase the tax.
Government increases tax of high income earners. It's said to be key funds in investments because these people earn more yet they pay less, which shouldn't be. In conclusion, I still stand by my stance that government should increase taxation in order to provide better services. Like they say in street slang, better soup na money maker.
When you increase the carbon emission standard, you increase development, you will increase the standard of living, and at the same time you will increase job creation, which will lead to poverty eradication. In addition, it would lead to energy generation and supply. When fossil fuels are the greatest emitters and generators of electricity, so why shouldn't we emit it?
The judges have just informed me that Musa Okoya is not debating the topic, while Stephanie is. No do-overs for Musa.
So making developing countries have the same carbon emission standard as industrialized countries will prevent these developing countries from being able to industrialize. No country of the world has been able to become developed without carbon emission. So why should we now, when the industrialized country got to develop, why should we now be selfish towards the developing country and prevent them from also being able to industrialize?
Welcome back. We are set to proceed with the second debate of the final of I Beg to Differ the Students' Debate Season 7. It's a battle between 14-year-old Ajekigbe Messi Eyitola, SS3 student of Inglewood Academy, Ikorodu, SS2, pardon me, and of course, 16-year-old Adepetu Adenike, SS2 student of Pacific Comprehensive College, Shakumajo, Lagos. You heard the first debate on the topic, resource control is the solution to terrorism. We have a clear leader by virtue of that debate. But in debates of this nature, especially when you have two topics, everything is on the table until the very end. So for the second debate, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone, everywhere, we're about to set sail. Remember, these two are vying for a champion spot. They've already qualified for the national finals. But don't forget, those who qualify for the national finals will be seeded in the national finals as per how they finished in the zonal championships, certainly. And so it comes down here. But for this occasion, there is the 1 million naira at stake, which is double the prize money of the runners-up. So everything to play for.
That's right. The topic for this hour is World peace is unattainable. World peace is unattainable. And as they were told last week, the motion supporter will oppose in this round. And the motion opposer will support the motion in this round. Therefore, Adenike Adepetu is the motion opposer for this topic. World peace is unattainable. While Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola is now the motion supporter for the topic. World peace is unattainable.
We will promote the final contest one last time.
Indeed.
And when we return, it will be battle time.
The grand finale of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Season 7 comes up on Monday. And the finalists have been decided. At 3 o'clock, Ibitara Marvelous Kuku and Adio Afolarin will slug it out for third place on the topic. Nigeria's constitution should be revised to accommodate shadow government. Meanwhile, the first place match will feature two topics. At 4 o'clock, Adepetu Adenike and Mercy Ajekigbe Eyitola will debate the topic. Resource control is the solution to terrorism. And at 5 o'clock, they will debate the topic. World peace is unattainable. I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Join Femi, Obong-Daniels and me from 3 p.m. on Monday to catch all the action. I Beg to Differ Season 7. 32 debaters now 2. One winner, 1 million naira. Sponsored by May Brands, supported by Obiwizi and Just Food. For sponsorship, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, a tournament of champions.
The hour is upon us. It all goes down here and now.
That's right. The debaters. Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola is 14 years old. Inglewood Academy representative. She's an SS2. Her opponent, Adepetu Adenike, is 16 years old. A representative of Pacific Comprehensive College, Akwonjo. She's also in SS2. You heard them in the first debate on the topic. Resource control is the solution to terrorism. You will now hear them spar again on the topic. World peace is unattainable. We will start this round with the motion supporter, Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola. You have 3 minutes to open your argument, and those 3 minutes start now.
Ever wondered, my dear audience and moderators, that despite our collective yearning for tranquility, the actualities of power dynamics and deep-rooted ideologies cast a shadow over the possibility of global peace? Moderators, panel of judges, accurate keeper, honorable contender, ladies and gentlemen, good day. I am Ajekigbe Mercy from Inglewood Academy, and I'm here to support the motion that world peace is unattainable. Join me as I dive into this topic. Firstly, historical conflict patterns. Throughout history, conflicts and wars have been a recurring phenomenon, suggesting that achieving lasting peace is challenging. Secondly, persistent regional conflicts. Reports for organizations like the United Nations and Amnesty International found that many regions such as the Middle East, Africa, and parts of Asia continue to experience ongoing conflicts despite efforts to resolve them. Furthermore, inequality and resource scarcity, disparities in wealth, resources, and opportunities among nations fuel tensions and competitions, increasing the likelihood of conflicts. The World Bank reports on global inequalities and resource distribution. In addition, ethnic and religious divisions. Studies by scholars in anthropology, sociology, and religious studies on identity-based conflicts found that deep-rooted ethnic and religious divisions can contribute to conflicts in various parts of the world. Moreover, terrorism and extremism. According to reports from counter-terrorism agencies, extremist ideologies and terrorist organizations continue to pose significant threats to the stability and peace globally. Also, legacy of colonialism and imperialism. Historical legacy of colonialism and imperialism continues to shape power dynamics and contribute to instability in many regions. Lastly, global health crisis. Global health crisis such as the pandemic can strain international relations and exacerbate conflicts as seen during the COVID-19 pandemics. In conclusion, peace cannot be kept by force, but it cannot be achieved by understanding, according to Albert Einstein. With this, I strongly affirm that world peace is unattainable. Thank you.
Well, Her opponent, Adepetu Adenike, gets 3 minutes now to oppose the motion. The motion, remember, is world peace is unattainable. World peace is unattainable. Adenike, you now have 3 minutes to open your argument.
Can you imagine a world where the echoes of gunfire are replaced by the symphony of unity, or where the flames of conflicts are being extinguished by the winds of understanding? What if we shifted our focus away from division to unity and realizing that together we are stronger? Good perspective judges, accurate timekeeper, my moderator, beautiful audience, and of course my co-debater. My name is Adepetu Adenike from Pacific Comprehensive College, and I'm here in opposition with the notion which states war peace is unattainable. To begin with, in political science, there's something they call war and judge. According to them, it is better to judge than to war, because after war is Jojo. Leading to my first point, which is historical example. Throughout history, peace has always prevailed, demonstrating that peaceful coexistence among nation and people is achievable. For instance, the Pax Romana in ancient Rome and the Pax Britannica during the 19th century are examples of extended period of peace facilitated by effective diplomacy and international cooperation. 2. Advancements in diplomacy. Diplomatic efforts such as international treaties, peace agreements, and diplomatic nations have been successful in resolving conflicts and reducing the tension between nations. For example, the Camp David Accord between Israel and Egypt and Good Friday Agreement in Northern Ireland. This agreement demonstrates that with political will and negotiation skills, peaceful coexistence to long-standing conflicts are achievable. 3. International organization. The establishment of international organizations like African Union, European Union, and also United Nations has created a platform for dialogue, conflict resolution, and also cooperation among nations. Number 4. Interdependence. No nation is an island, so for my nation to develop, it needs to interact and interrelate with other countries. Interrelate with other countries. Hence the need for peace. Then moving to fostering cooperation. African Union, European Union, and United Nations has come together to foster cooperation among nations all over the world. I make bold to say, world peace is surely attainable. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Our two debaters are through with the presentation round for the second and final debate of the finals. The judges are taking notes, and a decision will be reached eventually. In the meantime, we'll give both of them a quick breather. When we come back, it will be time for the rebuttal rounds of this second debate. Stay with us.
Boys and girls, the arguments are heating up, but let's take a little moment in time to focus on our sponsor, May Brands Nigeria. Now, May Brands is not just about watches. It is a fashion accessory store that celebrates your authenticity and elegance as well as timeless charm. Did you know that May Brands Nigeria is the official Fossil watch store in Nigeria? Yes, you know the Fossil Group. They are the official watch store within Nigeria. As the recognized retailer of the Fossil Group in Nigeria, May Brands is officially authorized to carry the international brands such as Fossil, Michael Kors, Skagen, Emporio Armani, Armani Exchange, Diesel, and Casio. Iconic. Each piece is not just a watch or an accessory, but a statement reflecting you, your unique taste, and your unique style. May Brands Nigeria is easily accessible to you and your loved ones with 12 stores across Nigeria, including locations in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Uyo, and Delta. Whether you are treating yourself or searching for that perfect gift for that perfect loved one, May Brands Nigeria is your destination for exquisite watches, bags, and accessories for both male and female. So simply visit any May Brands store or shop on the website at www.maybrands.com.ng or send a DM on socials at May Brands Nigeria. That is at May Brands Nigeria, or call the number 0816 387 6153. That is 0816 387 6153. And let us be your pathway to that special moment. Now, for listeners on I Beg to Differ, visit any of the outlets or the website and use the coupon code I Beg to Differ to get a 5% discount on all your purchases. This offer is valid until the 7th of March 2024.
Welcome back, Lagos. It is now time for the rebuttal rounds. For the topic, world peace is unattainable. The motion supporter is Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola. The motion opposer is Adenike Adepetu. We will begin this round with the motion opposer. Right, you speak directly into your microphone. I see that one of them is not ready, but we have to carry on. All right, we'll begin this round now. Adepetu Adenike, you have 3 minutes, and those 3 minutes start
Standing on the existing protocol is none other than my humble self, Adepetu Adenike. Back again to rebut point made by my opponent. My opponent mentioned persistent regional conflict. I understand, and I'm not denying the fact that conflicts happen, but that doesn't mean that the world will remain in conflicts forever. No, that's the reason for union. Every war will end in a conference table. That's why I said in the beginning, political science is better for us to talk, dialogue, than for us to war, because after war we obviously come back together. You also mentioned ethnic.
Into your mic.
You also mentioned ethnic religious division. Even when Jesus came, he said he preached peace. When Buddha in India came, they preached peace. So if Jesus has peace, what's making us for saying that peace is attainable? I'm not saying now peace will be attainable. In the next 10 years, peace will be attainable. In the next 50 years, peace will not be. But one day, peace is actually going to be unattainable. Then you also mentioned the legacy of colonialism. But that actually, the legacy of colonialism is actually what brought us in Nigeria together. Because Frederick Lord Lugard created emerged the northern and southern protected together. Then you also mentioned global health pandemic, and you mentioned the COVID-19. But do you know that COVID-19 actually brought millions and millions of countries together? It brought us as one. It brought us together as one. Then it brought us together as one. I can understand that there can be war in some places, but if you go to other Sweden and France and Germany that have had war before, Sweden and Denmark that had war for 7 years, what happened to them? They are now friends because they know that because without being friends with them, nobody can last in war for a long time because everybody is going to die. Then who are you going to be facing war with? Is it with the country themselves? No. Then economic dependence. One of the reasons why peace will continue to stay is because we all have natural resources and we all have things that we are blessed with all around the world. So if I fight with you and if I'm generating something with you, I'm generating something from you, then I'll not want to fight with you. Thereby creating international peace. We all can attest to the fact that peace, world peace is actually going to be attainable someday. This will bring friendship around the world. And you talk about conflicts around people, but this is not around the world. In some places in majority countries of the world, people are in peace. For example, we and US, we are in peace, and there's nothing stopping us from coming together. If we want to fight one day, we have to think, we import from them. We cannot fight with them. Why? Because we are generating people from them. Thereby the need for peace. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ajekigbe Mercy now gets 3 minutes to rebut her opponent's points. Mercy, your 3 minutes starts now.
Thank you, moderators. Thank you, moderators. All protocols respectfully and duly.
Hold on a second. I have to restart the clock for you, in all fairness. Okay, your 3 minutes start now.
Thank you, moderators. I see Ajekigbe Mercy. Thank you, moderators. Still standing with existing protocols. I see Ajekigbe Mercy. Here to refute my opponent's points. Firstly, she said advancements. She said throughout history peace have prevailed. That is just pure fallacy. From time immemorial, peace has never. There have always been war. From myth, legends, biblical stories, even the stories from Quran. There have always been war. What peace can never be attained. It's not a curse, but it's a fact. Why? Because human beings we are selfish, and one of the reasons that conflicts happen is because of the selfish interests of human beings. Secondly, you said advancements in diplomacy. However, diplomacy is often called kick the can from the road, which means most of the agreements are not really, and the issues of the conflicts are not really resolved. Rather, they are pushed aside. Even some of the agreements that are considered successful have been criticized because they have not been able, because they did not resolve the underlying issues of the conflicts. Furthermore, you said international organizations that through the creation of international organizations, but international organizations are dominated by powerful countries like USA, UK, and besides, and these powerful countries determine what happens within the organization. The decision making of these organizations are impartial and are also influenced by this powerful organization, by this powerful countries. He also said fostering cooperation among the countries and world and interdependence in and economic interdependence. However, rather than economic interdependence, there's conflicts because let's look at China and USA, for example. China and USA, rather than depending on each other, there's conflict because they're fighting for markets. They're fighting for markets rather than coming together. They're both fighting to gain to gain the markets and the products in the production in the whole world. With this, I strongly affirm that world peace will never be attained. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lagos, this is the grand finale. We are in the second hour. The topic is world peace is unattainable. The motion supporter is Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola. The motion opposer is Adepetu Adenike. This is the grand finale. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Join the live streams, like and share Lagos. We will take a short break, and when we come back, you will hear the closing argument. Stay here.
Lagos. If you've been thinking about getting a gadget upgrade, then you'll be interested in the info I'm about to give you, especially if you're trying not to break the bank in getting a brand new one. And the part that gets me is that their gadgets come with a warranty. Yes, I'm not joking, Lagos. Pre-owned gadgets with a warranty. Let me introduce you to Obiwizi, Nigeria's pioneer e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets with a warranty. Yes, here you can purchase all your favorite gadgets and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. You can also trade in your older devices to get a newer model in a simple and convenient way. To crown it all, when you decide to sell off your device to meet that important cash obligation, Obiwizi is your guy. They've got you any day, anytime. So what are you waiting for? You can call 0813-943-5241. 0813-943-5241. For more updates, you can also follow their social media platforms on Instagram at ObiWeezyCare. That is in small letters ObiWeezyCare, or on X at Obiwiezi. That is in small letters ObiWeezy. And they will definitely respond to your emails if you send them a message at info@obiweezy.com. That is info@obiweezy.com. With convenient offline and pickup stores in Ikeja, Lekki, Abuja, and Bini, Obiwiezi delivers nationwide. Visit www.obiweezy.com today. That is www.obiweezy.com today, and upgrade your gadgets the easy way.
Welcome back, Lagos. It is now time for the closing rounds. We will take another short break so that these kids can prepare their closing arguments. And then when we come back, you will hear the closing rounds, Lagos. Remember, we told you earlier, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So we try to be as accommodating of these students as much as possible because, honestly, it's not easy. But then again, 1 million naira is at stake, Lagos. Not just 1 million naira, but a host of other gadgets, courtesy of Obiwiezi. Stay here.
Back at you with some news that you can use. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there and you are a fan of the sweet things, I'm talking ice cream, but you know that you are lactose intolerant. Indeed, more than 70% of people who are black have been said to be lactose intolerant. So I am likely talking to somebody who needs the information that I'm dropping on them. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Just the Light non-dairy ice cream. This is Nigeria's first plant-based ice cream suitable for individuals who are lactose intolerant and those who just want to indulge. Yes, this is for you. It is conveniently available at all major supermarkets and stores nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Just Food Limited, Just the Light non-dairy ice cream can be purchased online at www.justfood.ng. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Go out there, get yourself a piece of this sweetness, and welcome to the lactose intolerant side of life.
Welcome back. Interesting debate so far. Where do we go from here, Yvonne?
We go straight into the closing rounds, Femi. And for this round, we will revert to the motion supporter, Ajekigbe Mercy, who now gets 3 minutes to rest her case finally and then breathe. Mercy.
Interesting.
Well, she needs to take some water because this is the last lap and she needs to refresh. Mercy, your 3 minutes start now.
Thank you, moderators. I see Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola, and I still support the motion that world peace will never be attainable. But first, I would like to address some of the points my opponents made during our rebuttal. She said, as we go on, peace is going to be attained, but that is not true. The more the world advances, the more harder peace is going to be attained, because we have social medias, and other technology which enhances the spread of misinformation and hate, stereotypes and prejudices. Secondly, she also said that the amalgamation of Lord Lugard brought us together, brought us Nigerians together, and they have always been peace. But that is not actually true, because the amalgamation of Lord Lugard did not bring us together. Instead, you can see that constantly we have conflicts and wars in Nigeria because we can never work as with us being amalgamated. Now, I'd like to go to I like to make some points in my favors. Firstly, psychological and societal factors. According to studies in psychology and sociology, deep-seated prejudices, stereotypes contribute to conflicts globally. Secondly, weapon proliferation. Reports from organizations such as the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons found that the increase in the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction increases the risk of conflicts globally. Furthermore, arms trade and military spending. According to organizations like the World Bank, it found that global arms trade and military spending and the high military expenditure by nations indicates the prioritization of preparation for conflict rather than peace resolution. In conclusion, peace is a journey of a world man, and can only be attained one step at a time, according to Lyndon B. Johnson. With this, I strongly affirm that world peace can never be attainable. Thank you.
And so she rests her case. Her job is done. But one job remains unfinished, and that is Adenike's job. Adenike, you now have 3 minutes to rest your argument so that you can finally breathe. Your 3 minutes start now.
When there is effective collaboration in fighting a good fight, world peace is attainable. When there is a fight against elimination in a common enemy of a common enemy of saboteur, then world peace is attainable. A stitch in time, they say, saves time. If there's a cancerous cell in the body of world peace, then it better be killed, as it can later lead to destruction of the body. We must reject division and fear, we must reject division and fear to build powerful and compassionate nations. We must reduce the violence of poverty and leave nobody out. We must not discriminate despite races. We must not encourage things that lead to conflicts. Now, if all these things I said are impossible, then I might agree with my opponents that war peace is unattainable. But they are possible, which will always make me to say that war peace is actually attainable. My opponent said, but after World War II, no war has happened. I can understand that there have been war between Ukraine and other countries like Russia. In other days, they would have come back and other countries would have supported Russia, supported Ukraine. But why is that not happening now? Because we know the importance of peace now. Then, if not because of, you also rebutted my point when I talked about the amalgamation. If not because of the amalgamation of the northern and southern protectorate, will we be talking together? No, Nigeria will be nothing. That's why I said that the amalgamation of Nigeria actually brought peace. I can understand that there might be religious or tribal conflicts, but but this thing actually brought us together as one. Then communication and technology also brought out that peace can never be attainable because of communication and technology misinformation. But do you know that because of the intervention of communication and technology, all those things that used to cause war before will no longer be attainable because we are now properly educated. Then you also said that world peace is not attainable, but it takes a step by step. You have already mismanaged your point of the argument, because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You take each step, and like I said, world peace is not attainable in the next 10 years. It's not attainable in the next 40 years. But surely world peace is going to be attainable. Only a pessimistic man that would think that world peace will never be attainable. It makes no sense. While achieving world peace is undoubtedly a challenging endeavor, history and contemporary development has noted that it is attainable. Then I also like to go back to my point which is diplomatic breakthrough. You opposed my point. You rebutted my point when I talked about diplomatic breakthrough, and it's but can you bring out any case where this diplomatic breakthrough has not effectively resolved conflict? You have no evidence for that, so don't back that up. Then peaceful coexistence after World War II, people have been people in a majority of countries have been living peacefully, and yes, there might be conflict in other places, but other countries are living peacefully. So I make bold to say world peace is attainable. I know I'll be able to convince you beyond any reasonable doubt and make you see reasons with me why I still stand my ground and saying that world peace is attainable. Thank you.
Right on time. Right on time. Lagos and Seoul. These young ones rest their cases. The judges have a lot of computing and collating to do. While they do that, Femi,
it's a special season of I Beg to Differ, where both of the finalists are not even in their final year yet.
That's right.
And they're quite young. Messi is 14. Adenike is 16. What a battle it is. It has been. The judges are now beginning to finish up for this second battle, and then the big collation will commence. The total of the first debate added to the total of the second debate will give us a grand finish.
That's right.
Many have wished they could be a part of the conversations in this final. I think we will give you that opportunity as the judges are doing their job. Not to worry. They've already scored the debates already. It's just collation now. Nothing is going to change what the judges have already decided so far.
Right. This message says, good evening, Nigeria Info, Chinedu from Ikorodu. I want to say a very big congratulations to Mercy. Already, Ikorodu to the world. Are you sure, Chinedu? Are you sure?
Well, our congratulations are in order to both of them.
Exactly.
For having come this far.
Right. This message says, congratulations to you, Femi and Yvonne. And thank you for the job well done. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Femi and Miss Yvonne. I hope the name was spelled correctly. Yes, you did. And thank you so much for putting in the effort. This is Dare from Shango Tedo.
How dare you dare Dare?
See what you did there.
Wow.
I want to congratulate. Okay, go on. You were going to say it.
That's something, a one-time colleague used to do, which is, I like that name. Do you dare Dare?
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Let's go on.
I want to congratulate both of you and the contestants, especially the finalists, for a successful tournament. This debate contest has really lived up to the hype. You've succeeded in bringing a lot of improvements, indubitably. The area in which I have been mostly impressed is the aspect of correcting the students' mistakes. That has made the debate a learning platform for the listening students and the contestants. I'm sure you meant the listening audience, but okay. Moreover, Yvonne, I see you doing well as a lecturer. Oh, really? Maybe on a part-time basis, and I hope Mr. Femi will oblige you.
If you'll give me part of the money.
Once more, congratulations to you both. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I see myself lecturing as well. In fact, one of my dreams is to become a professor. So, I mean, yes, I'm going to be Professor Okhaifo. Anyway, why are you coughing like that?
I've done a bit of that in the past. I'm not going back. I'm done.
Well, I haven't started, so I will. I definitely will.
Yeah.
Dominion from Opik Estate says, warm greetings, loquacious Yvonne, Chief Femi, inestimable judges and shining debaters. Finally, it's the Heat Up Finals, and I especially and heartily pour out my cheers to Nigeria Info for organizing this tournament, bringing great minds to explore the niche of excellence. To the contestants so far, well done and more grace to you all. Keep sailing high to the highest heights of all achievements. Sweet cheers to all our listeners. Dominion from Opik Estate, Ogun State, with that one. Let me see this one. These two finalists are making me so proud. I feel very proud to be a Nigerian listening to them. May the best lady win because they are both doing well. Congratulations, kids. Indeed, there's hope for Nigeria. Thank you, Nigeria Info. You guys are the best. God bless Nigeria. Edozie Dean Naji with that one. Okay. Good evening, presenters, and I'm enjoying the debate. I wish the best debater to win, but Mr. Femi, can you guys try quiz competition also at least once in a year? Thanks, Joe from Ikeja. Joe, thank you so much for suggesting that. Oh my God, what a brilliant entry debate. Mercy and Adenike are all good. Congratulations to the winner at last, from Patrick John. Thank you so much. Let's see where the judges are with collating.
Don't worry, take more comments.
Okay.
Yes.
And comments I shall
Yeah,
take.
yeah.
I see that Sheriff has sent in the polls on Twitter and on X, formerly Twitter, and on YouTube. We will take those polls after the judges, after we announce the judges' results. Let's take a few calls now. Hello, are you there? Oh dear, sorry about that. Call us back if you can. Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Welcome.
Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Femi.
Hello.
It's Cecile Gay of Lagos. I'm so enjoying.
Cecile Gay!
Because I'm in the car, I'm in traffic, and I'm just so proud of the last two girls. And I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you and Femi. I just think, my sister's here from Abuja, and she's been listening in the car with me. And honestly, no other debates like this. No other in the whole of Nigeria. So well done, everybody.
Thank you so much, Sisi Oge.
Thank you, Sisi Oge.
Unfortunately, we're struggling to hear you. If you're wondering, that's Sisi Oge of Borderlines and Downfall Conversations, okay?
And listed Lagosian.
Lagos.
An amazing woman. Indeed. By the way, thank you very much. I caught literally everything you said, even though there was some interference, but there was just enough there. And,
to catch it.
It takes a lot for your colleague to call you while they are in transit. And to her point, we can all be proud.
That's
Be
right.
proud of these students. Be proud of these young ones. Be proud of what Nigeria Info has done for radio, and the whole lot more we can yet do, and we hope to yet do. Thank you
That's
very
right.
much, Isioge. That mattered a whole lot.
That's right. I am tremendously proud of these young women. Adenike Adepetu from the start was firebrand. She was fiery. The moment she walked into the studio and sat here and debated her first topic, that topic was tertiary institutions should be responsible for entrance examinations, not JAM. I knew that she was going to go far further in the competition because she came in and said, look, I did not come to play. I want my money. And then for Ajekigbe Mercy, she first started out a bit shy, a bit reserved, a bit, unexpressive in a way. But to see her blossom the way she has blossomed is truly something to behold, especially because she started out as an underdog. One of those debaters that not many thought would come this far, but for her to come this far and sit here and then debate two topics, you should be proud of yourself. You must be, and you should be proud of yourself. I'm sure your school, Inglewood Academy, must be truly proud of you, representing Ikorodu all the way, and I'm sure your parents must be immensely proud of you because, first of all, you're just 14 years old. Secondly, you're in SS2, and you're so young and so brilliant. Well done to you. Well done to you both. Look, However this goes, both of you are walking away with a lot of money. The winner walks away with 1 million. The first runner-up walks away with 500,000 naira. So, look, either way, you are both walking away with money. I know that one of you will feel like, oh, I'm not going to be the millionaire. Oh, no. But either way, you're walking away with money, okay?
Yvonne, calm down. Huh?
I know. I'm just passionate about these
young
women. All right, let's return to the phone line. I'm breathing.
It's not you.
I know the tension they're going through. I know the tension. I feel it.
All right, guys. As a quick reminder, just so you know, the national finals will feature these young women
indeed
again. Today, we saw 4 names, 3 young ladies and 1 young gentleman. They're all ladies and gentlemen in the making. You know, it's still those days when we call them boys and girls. But before you know it, they are ladies and gentlemen. And so we can look forward to seeing Adio Afolari, Ebitare Marvelous Kuku in the national finals, as well as Ajekigbe Messi, Eyitola, and Adepetu Adenike, whom you've just seen in the finals. And in the finals, they'll be joining ranks with the likes of Claire Mika, the likes of Mary Uke Ashia, the likes of Minanengi Ofori David,
as well as Akilo Seyon Charles of CMS Grammar School.
Not to mention the amazing minds that will come from all over Nigeria. As we speak, the Port Harcourt I beg to differ debate is winding down, and the champions, the champion, the runners-up, the second runners-up, the third runners-up from the Port Harcourt region will be in Lagos. So will the top contenders from Abuja, all converging on Lagos at some point later in the year. It will be glorious, and I cannot wait.
Oh, that's right. And by the way, the judges' results are trickling in, and oh dear Lord, it is about to get interesting in the studio, Femi. You should see what's happening right now. Lagos, certainly. We are streaming live. You should join the live streams for this the announcement of the results. Like and share, okay? Like and share. It's about to get interesting. It's about to have an interesting turn.
All right. This is where the laughter subsides.
That's right.
And the serious business takes over. I guess we will start with the results of the first debate.
That's right.
In the first debate, the topic on that occasion had been resource control is a solution to terrorism. Just before we go into the results, we haven't done this, but young ladies, if you point us to bear in mind, because we won't remember to come back to them.
That's
right. The word is terrorism. There was a lot of terrorism left, right, and center between the two of you. The word is terror, and it's terrorism. Okay? There is no terrorism option.
Yes.
Even though we speak terrorism on the streets. But because you are both students and you are learning, you might as well learn to pronounce the words correctly. Okay?
That's right.
So it's terrorism. Both of you were guilty. I don't know where Adenike got dialogue from. At some point, we need to dialogue. There's no option for dialoguing. It's dialogue. Okay? Whether you want to refer to it as a noun or as a verb. All right? And other words to pay attention to, historical precedents. Maybe you wanted to say precedents, historical precedences, and you said something like predentis or something.
Yes.
I'm not sure what you were trying or what you were doing there. And it's capabilities, not capabilities. Okay. And then at the point you got so excited and said something is more better, and you repeated it. So it's better or much better to establish degree. Okay, it's better. There is no more better, and there's no social medias. Media is media. Okay. Yvonne also picked a few.
Yes, the word is coup d'etat, not coup d'etat. Okay, coup d'etat, coup d'etat.
No, that one took me a few seconds too. What's she talking about?
It is coup d'etat, not coup d'etat. Okay, Adenike. It is also phenomenon. Mercy, not phenomenon. Phenomenon, none. It is an N at the end, not an M. Okay, so you say phenomenon, not phenomenon. Okay, and then it is develop, not develop. Develop. Develop, all right, and it is saboteur, not saboteur.
Sabotuaras.
Okay. It is saboteur, okay, not saboteur. Please, thank you. You girls are brilliant.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Don't over French it. All right, that done. Let us. I'm happy the girls are laughing. Okay, so let's bring back our heart-stopping and threatening sound where we read the scores. Poker face, everyone. We go to the presentation rounds. And for the first debate, I'd like to start with the scorecard of Judge Ufoma Egbamuno. Pay attention. For the presentation rounds, Adenike, 7 points. Mercy, 17.5 points. Rebuttal rounds, Adenike, 10 points. Mercy, 8 points. Closing rounds, Adenike, 4.5 points. Mercy, 9 points. For style, 7 points to Adenike, 6.5 points to Mercy, for a total of 28.5 points to Adenike and 41 points to Mercy.
And now we come down to the second scorecard here. And just confirming that this is for to Judge Ngbe Adiche's scorecard. He awards 8 points to Adenike for presentation. This is for the first debate. And 21.5 points to Mercy. For rebuttals, 7 points to Adenike and 8 points to Mercy. For closing, 5 points to Adenike and 5.5 points to Mercy. For style, 6 points to Adenike and 6.5 points to Mercy, with a total of 26 to Adenike and 41.5 to Mercy.
Which takes us over to the scorecard of Judge Ama Ekove. For the presentation rounds, Adenike, 7.5 points. Mercy, 20 points. For the rebuttal rounds, Adenike, 5 points. Mercy, 6 points. For the closing rounds, Adenike, 4.5 points. Mercy, 9 points. For style, it's 5 points to Adenike and 7 points to Mercy, for a total of 22 points to Adenike and 42 points to Mercy.
And now to the last scorecard. Judge Ishioma's scorecard. For style, both Adenike and Mercy tie at 7. For presentation, 9 points to Adenike and 23 points to Mercy. For rebuttals, 5 points to Adenike and 7 points to Mercy. For closing, 7 points to Adenike and 4 points to Mercy, with a total of 28 to Adenike and 41 to Mercy.
We await the collation of the finals, the final scores for the first debate, as well as the second debate and the grand finale. Judges, It's 4 minutes to the hour. And so we await those tallies.
The tallies are here already.
We have them?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I guess I'm lagging behind.
Yes.
So
for
let me catch up.
the first debate, Nike gets a total of 104.5 points, and Adenike gets a total of 165.5 points.
All right.
In the first debate.
Brilliant. Which will now take us to the scorecards for the second debate.
That's right.
And we have those scorecards here, so we might as well get on with it. Let me start this time with the scorecard of Dr. Chikengbe Adiche, the Chief Judge. For the presentation rounds of the second debate, Messi, 7 points. Adenike, 11.5 points. Rebuttal rounds, Messi, 6 points. Adenike, 6.5 points. Closing arguments, Messi, 7 points. Adenike, 6 points. For style, 6 points to Messi and 5.5 to Adenike, for a total of 26 points to Messi and 29.5 points to Adenike.
That's right. And just to reiterate, in the first debate, Messi leads with a number of 165.5 points, and Adenike gets 104.5 points. Now, so I had to point that out because I was told I had repeated the same name, And now to the second scorecard here, Judge Ufoma's scorecard. For presentation, Mercy gets 13.5 points and Adenike gets 11 points. For rebuttals, Mercy gets 7 points, Adenike gets 12 points. For closing, Mercy 10 points, Adenike 7.5 points. For style, 7 points to Mercy and 6 points to Adenike. And now on Judge Ufoma's scorecard, it comes down to a tie of 37.5 points apiece.
Interesting. Which takes me now to the scorecard. I'm trying to do a scorecard I have not done. Okay. I think I haven't done Judge Ishoma's scorecard. So let me go to Judge Ishoma Ahaine's scorecard. For the presentation rounds, 15 points to Adenike, 12 points to Mercy. Rebuttal rounds, Adenike 10 points, Mercy 8 points. Closing arguments, Adenike 7 points, Mercy 10 points. Style 7 apiece, for a total of 39 points to Adepetu Adenike and 7 points to Ajekigbe Messi Eyitola.
And now to the last scorecard. That is Judge Ama's scorecard. Well, it comes down to a tie still, but here's the breakdown. She awards 12 points for presentation to Mercy and 10 points to Adenike. For rebuttal, 7.5 points to Mercy and 9 points to Adenike. For closing, 8.5 points to Mercy and 9 points to Adenike. For style, 6 points apiece to both Mercy and Adenike. As I said earlier, it's a tie on Judge Ama's scorecard.
All right. So it's time for us to go to...
Before we do that,
Yeah.
we've got to hold on a bit. The chief judge is ensuring that the collation is accurate for the second debate. Judge Mgadiche, please confirm that we can use this scorecard now. We can use the aggregate scores
For the second debate.
for the second debate. Yes, please.
Is it confirmed? All right.
Well, Lagos, bear with us. We are just ensuring that the scores are indeed what they are. You know, you're not the only ones feeling the tension. The judges are as well, as are we in the studio.
Boys and girls, the arguments are heating up, but let's take a little moment in time to focus on our sponsor,
mission is
Maybrands
to be the number one
Nigeria.
distributor
Now,
of our
Maybrands is not just about watches. It is
time
a
is
fashion accessory store that celebrates your authenticity and elegance as well as timeless charm. Did you know that Maybrands Nigeria is the official fossil watch store in Nigeria? Yes.
All right, we'll take we'll do a quick deflection, and then we'll be right back here as the judges look to wrap up the scores so that we can be as accurate
As possible. As we should be. Lagos, we are with you in this tension, but it will soon be over, okay? So breathe.
Interesting debate. And right after this,
Maybrands Nigeria is easily accessible.
Would move straight into the presentation.
That's right.
All right. Do we have a final position?
We're still waiting for the chief judge to confirm.
All right. We can go ahead.
All right, we do.
All right. So what we need to do now is reel out the
Aggregate scores for the second debate.
All right. So here we go. For the presentation round, for Messi, it was 7 plus 13.5 plus 12, which equals 44.5 points. For Nike, 11.5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 15, equaling 43.5. For the rebuttal rounds, Messi, 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus, that's 6 plus 6 plus 7.5 plus 8 equals 27.5. And for Adenike, rebuttal, 6.5 plus 12 plus 9 plus 10, which equals 37.5. Closing rounds, Messi, 7 plus 10 plus 8.5 plus 10 equals 25.5. While for Adenike, it's 6 plus 7.5 plus 9 plus 7, which equals 29.5. And for style, for Mercy, 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7 equals 26 points. While for Adenike, it's 5.5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7, which equals 24.5. So the total for Mercy in this second debate is 134.5 points. And for Adenike, 140 points.
Now that brings us to the grand total. For Mercy, 165.5 plus 134.5 points in both the first and second debate. For Adenike, it's 104.5 plus 140 points for both the first and second debates, with a grand total of 300 to 244.5. Lagos. The seventh winner of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ debate tournament. 14-year-old Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola. Congratulations to you. And the first runner-up, 16-year-old Adepetu Adenike. Congratulations to you as well. You both came, you saw, and you prevailed. Congratulations. Your schools must be so proud. Your parents must be so proud, as are we. We are tremendously proud of both of you. Well done, well done, well done to you both.
And what a debate it has been indeed.
That's right.
What a debate. It's all come down to this, and we are proud, we are grateful to these two young minds. They gave it their all.
They did indeed.
And in the end, somebody had to prevail. There were rough edges even in the final.
That's right.
I thought Adenike dropped the ball in the first debate.
Yes, in her opening round.
In our opening rounds. And even in the closing rounds, where she just seemed in a hurry. And Mercy had a freeze in her closing round.
That's right.
As
the
well.
pressure, I guess, got to her.
Yes.
But I must again reiterate how proud I am of both of you. I am proud you're both young women in your prime, and you are doing tremendously well. Congratulations to you both. To you, Mercy, I say congratulations, and to never ever underestimate yourself. And I don't think anyone should ever underestimate you, because you rose from the literal ground up to this point. You should be so proud. All the way from the floor to this point. You deserve the round of applause. You're just 14 years old, and it took you everything to get here. Well done.
What a
well
debate.
done.
What a debate.
A debate.
It's time for the presentation.
That's right.
And we want everybody to come in, including
the sponsor?
Yes, the sponsors, the third place winner.
That's right.
As we wrap this up, congratulations. And it's perfectly in order.
That's
if
right.
The applause continue to reverberate. Yeah.
Lagos, you should join our live streams, Facebook and YouTube, for the prize giving ceremony. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, so join the live streams, Lagos, to catch all of that. Meanwhile, the polls are here, and on YouTube, 55% voted for Adepetu Adenike to win, and 45% voted for Adepetu Adenike for Ajekigbe Mercy. Well, happy to disappoint you, sorry to disappoint you at the same time. But on X, 43% voted for Adenike to win, and 57% voted for Mercy to win. So the results were quite divided as well. But this has truly been the competition, Femi.
The winner, champion, is a 14-year-old.
14-year-old.
Let that sink in. And also an opportunity for us here the three amazing women. It's
and it's even the Women's Month, Femi.
3.
And it's Women's Month. I mean, how better to celebrate Women's Month?
I hope none of the judges was thinking about it.
How better to celebrate Women's Month than to have 3 vibrant young women win I Beg to Differ Season 7. I couldn't be prouder.
In fact, let the applause ring louder and clearer. Congratulations. An opportunity for us to say thank you to all our sponsors.
That's right.
And our partners.
May Brands. May Brands deal in luxury watches and accessories as well. Obiwizi, your go-to guy for gadgets, brand new pre-owned. And of course, Just Food. If you're lactose intolerant, you need not worry, you need not fear. Just Food has you covered because their ice cream is non-dairy, so anyone with belly issues can enjoy.
And we look forward to working with these partners and friends for the national finals, which is coming. I Beg to Differ will journey to Abuja for the Abuja regional contests and finals in preparation for the national finals.
Indeed. If you'd like to be a part of what is happening, you'd like to sponsor I Beg to Differ or partner with us, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. Alternatively, you can go to the website www.nigeriainfo.fm, and there you will find the contact details of our sales team.
Congratulations to all our national finals. Adioa Folarin.
That's right.
He finished 4th, but he is in the national finals where anything can happen.
That's right.
Congratulations to Ebitari Marvelous Angel Kuku. She finishes 3rd and goes home with 250,000 naira in cash. And that is not all. She also goes home with Green Lion Airbuds Pro, a Green Lion Smartwatch Ultra SE, a GL Champion mini speaker, and a mini handheld fan. Congratulations to Adepetu, to Adenike. She is the first runner-up, and she goes home with 500,000
naira.
500,000 naira, yes. And not just the 500,000 naira. She also goes home with a GL G10 Pro tablet, a Green Lion 3-in-1 combo. She goes home also with a GL Champion mini speaker and a mini handheld fan. But the biggest congratulations of all is reserved for the champion of I Beg to Differ Season 7 champion. 1 million naira, a GL G10 Pro tablet, a Green Lion folding laptop stand, a Green Lion 3-in-1 combo, a GP Pro gaming console, and a GL Pocket Power Bank, all in the possession of 14-year-old Ajekigbe Messi, the Eyitola of Inglewood Academy, Ikorodu.
Messi, how do you feel? You look, I don't know, you look like you cannot believe that you've just won 1 million naira.
Yeah.
How are you? How do you feel?
I don't know, like lots of feelings right now.
Lots of feelings, right? You must be so proud, and at the same time, you feel did I just do this? Well, you did. And you accomplished this at 14 years old. Well done. Well, Lagos, if you're tuned into the live streams, Facebook and YouTube, you'll see that we are about now to hand over the prizes to the finalists in this competition, especially to the winners. So join the live streams to catch all of the action going on right now in the live studio.
And just before that, a quick word from our partners, representatives, our sponsors, representatives, and we great to hear from the representatives of May Brands, their thoughts on the debate, and of course, most essentially, having partnered Nigeria Info for Season 7 of the otherworldly I Beg to Differ students debate. Let's meet you briefly, my brother. How are you doing?
Very well, thank
Please
you.
speak directly into the mic. It's adjustable.
Very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, your thoughts?
Yeah, so I've been following the program for a while.
Mm.
I must say that this generation of kids are
something else. Huh?
Something else.
Indeed.
Sometimes when you hear the points they come up with, you're like at my age. When I was that age, I'm not sure I was that. Yeah, but I think those are some of.
No, right now at my current age, I'm not sure I'm that sharp.
Yeah, so I think some of the things that these are some of the benefits that information technology has put in place for them, right? And I'm quite convinced that moving on in the future with these guys, everything is going to be really good going on from here.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for being a part of this. We cannot wait for the national finals, and we hope May Brands will be with us for that. Thank you very, very much, May Brands. We appreciate you big time. Okay. We'll leave it there. We say thank you very much to our friends at Obiwizi and, of course, our friends at Just Food. It's presentation time. We'll get that over with. Thank you, Ken. Where's my roving mic? Somebody has. Okay. All right. So we would, at this point, move the extra seating away. If you're watching this live,
as you should.
You can understand that. So the first presentation will be a 250,000 naira presentation to the third place finisher, the second runner-up, and that is to none other than Ebitari Marvelous Kuku. Congratulations, Ebitari. Well, if you don't hear our voices, we are taking pictures.
Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, look, can't you see? I'm on
Great stuff. Congratulations to Ebitari Marvelous Kuku. A third place winner of 250,000 naira. Picture ups right now. Ongoing. I Beg to Differ Season 7 finale. Ebitari Marvelous Kuku, third place of the competition. Congratulations to you.
And congratulations to you too, Sheriff Quadri. What an amazing ride and what a job. I kind of feel that everybody has lost 2 kilos over the last 1 month each. And I kind of feel that I'm going to be getting a lot of leaf forms in my office if they've not started pouring. I kind of feel I should feel one myself. Go and hide somewhere. But brilliant job. Sheriff, time for the presentation of the second prize.
That's right. The second prize winner, Adepetu, Adenike.
I love her smile.
Right. This is beautiful. Many thanks to May Brands for making this possible. Season 7. And there you go. Adepetu, Adenike, 500,000 naira. Second prize winner. Ongoing live right now. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing a lot. You should see the beautiful look on Adenike as she smiles away.
And now for the ultimate presentation. If you're watching, we're a bit excited in the studios. So yes, do bear with us. Third prize, second prize done. And now for the champion. And we had to restart the champion song all the way.
That's right.
For this young 14-year-old.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
Is that our youngest winner so far?
So far, that's right.
Youngest
That's right.
winner
She's
ever.
record breaking. She's got my kind of pair of eyeglasses. It shows that we're like that. We're champions.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Some of the things they used to say when we were kids. If you use glasses, you're probably smart.
You're very smart.
You're not going blind, you're just smart.
We're still streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. We are now presenting 1 million naira to 14-year-old Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola, a proud representative of Inglewood Academy, Agric Ikorodu.
Inglewood should be proud. Ikorodu should be proud. Mercy Eyitola should be proud. This is record-breaking I Beg to Differ Season 7 winner. Ajekigbe Mercy Eyitola, 1 million naira winner for I Beg to Differ Student Debate Competition Season 7. Stand up for the winner. Just stand for the winner.
And so once again, we seize the opportunity to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of the ride. Perhaps a couple of messages that some of you have sent.
Oh, that's right. This one says, seriously, seriousness is not achieved on seriously. These two are so serious. Congratulations to both and the winner. Standing on all protocols, I bid us welcome to the final round of the debate. I Beg to Differ Season 7. Indeed, it's been fireworks all the way. At this juncture, I want to congratulate and celebrate the finalists. You're all champions. I beg to differ. If anyone thinks otherwise, you all came, saw, learned, and conquered. Keep soaring and never stop chasing your dreams. Thanks to our sponsor, partner schools represented, and Nigeria Info for all the efforts put together to make this edition possible. Lots of love from Mrs. Oboli. Oh, there are loads of messages here congratulating the winner. This one says 14-year-old champion. Wow. Proud to be a Nigerian this moment. We're happy that you are proud. And so the Lord has shown Ikorodu mercy.
That's a good one.
Good one. Good evening, Yvonne and Mr. Femi Adeshawa from Ikorodu. I want to sincerely appreciate both of you for being fair, correcting in love, and also making sure the debaters are comfortable. Either way it goes, both ladies are winners. I also know Mercy's English teacher in the name of Mrs. Aremu. She's good, and I'm also proud of her for a job well done. From all of us at Ikorodu, we say congratulations. We rock. And this one says, a big congratulations to Mercy for her excellent performance, and congratulations to the first runner-up, Adenike, as well as second runner-up. More wins for them as they progress in life. Amen. Thank you so much. This one says, the fourth person should get something now. Well, we agree. So reach out to me via social media if you'd like to give that something to the fourth place finisher, okay? Yvonne Okhaifo is spelled YVONNEOKHAIFOH. Reach out to me and then that person gets something.
Yeah, there's always some complimentary stuff that is given, some consolatory
That's right.
stuff. But again, we appreciate it if members of the audience would like to make them all proud.
Aw, and Richard Naomi sent a message and said, Adenike all the way. Aw, Richard, how sweet of you. How sweet of you. This one says, I believe this is the last one. This one says, thanks Yvonne and Mr. Femi for a great show. I think this person made a screenshot, unfortunately. My glasses are not as wide or as capable yet of reading tiny print, so pardon me, okay? Let's see if we can squeeze in one last one. Happy belated International Women's Day. As a father of a beautiful daughter, I say girl power rocks. I agree. I totally agree. Congratulations to the two beautiful girls. You are both winners. And that's from Francis. Maybe one last one before we go, Femi. Hello, Yvonne and Femi. Congratulations to the beautiful girls in the studio. Thank you, Yvonne and Femi Obong-Daniels, for the great job you guys are doing. Well done. Onyeka Tony from Ijegun with that one, Femi.
Thank you very much, Lagos. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you to the teachers, all the teachers.
That's right.
Who help these children prepare. Thank you to all the parents, their loved ones, their family members. And most of all, thank you to you. Yes, you, Nigeria Info listener. Thank you for making this happen for us yet again.
That's
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for listening. Until we come your way again next time, special thanks once again to May Brands, the official sponsor of this season, to Just Food, our partner. They make Just Delight non-dairy ice cream, so if you're lactose intolerant, you need not fear. And then of course to Obiwizi, our long-standing partner. Obiwizi has been with us since I Beg to Differ season 1, so they deserve the shout out indeed. Lagos will come back again in the year in a few months for the Nationals. Stay tuned and listen to Nigeria Info.
Until then, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stay with us on Nigeria Info.
Mwah.
champions, for the champions stand up.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.